have been drenched in gallons of blood, or they were simply designed to appear that way. Before you get your answer, they start slowly moving apart, revealing a dark stage, lights up, the set is every major city in America all at once. Listen, as he comes from stage left, watch as he walks to the perfect spot where the bright lights begin to bounce so hard off his dark skin that you mistake him for the night sky. And he is right in front of you now, so look at him. The black boy. I say boy because although he resembles a man, the black boy carries a curious twinkle behind his eyes, which tells me he has not lived long enough to understand why the bullet is always so eager to be the villain. The black boy has a feeling that is connected to those protests and hashtags that are currently trending. It's just his young brain isn't finished mapping out all of those connections yet. So he leaves that to the playwrights, the ones who craft beautiful stories honoring our ancestors, especially those who have inherited the title too early. Personally, I've been in several of these plays, and I can attest to how meaningful they are. However, I know that these plays are necessary to start conversations, but I also know the feeling of how draining it is to hop on social media and see the life be snatched out of a black body before showing up to rehearsals 4 nights a week, 6 hours a session, just to be seen as a ghost. In 2018, when I got serious about acting, my first role was a teenager named Seti Rexman. Seti loved rapping, loved passing out his mixtapes on Chicago trains. And about halfway through the play, in the scene before his death, it is revealed that Seti has been a ghost the whole time. And how ironic. Even though he was already dead, the audience had to watch him die in order to get his point across. In my last play, I was a South African kid named Jamey whose family was dealing with the aftermath of apartheid. And when given the chance to take the life of the white man who tortured and murdered his brother, Johnny almost does, but his brother's ghost walks in the room and talks him out of it before disappearing for the last time. And how ironic. Even though he was already dead, the audience had to watch him die in order to get his point across. So I guess the death of black boys like to repeat itself in theater. So tonight, in this play, the black boy does not die. Destiny doesn't choreograph a dance with death that will leave you breathless. Nobody ends up in a cast in this play, which is to say that no one broke their legs for your amusement. And I know we are not used to these kinds of stories. America, we are trained to see black boys as raindrops filling up the river of purgatory. If we even see them at all. So, for the next 90 minutes, I beg you, stare at the black boy on stage. I say black boy because I don't know his age or his name, but I know that he is alive, and tonight that is all that matters. Please, pay attention to the lines running out of his mouth as if they were the last words he will ever say. But the magic is that they aren't. And by the time the red curtains begin to reunite with a kiss, the black boy will be backstage, wrapped so tightly in his mother's embrace that the scene will make the Grim Reaper jealous.